Welcome back. You're watching Vaticano. Diplomat, statesman, Pope. The Italian Pope Pius XII led the Catholic Church from 1939 to 1958.
Pius XII, by nature and by character and temperament, was a man of peace. On the other hand, it was the tragical thing of his entire pontificate that, first of all, he lived during the Second World War, 1939 till 1945, and then quite soon after the Second World War was finished, the Cold War started. So for he was, being a man of peace, he had to do all the time with war, and of course that is the tragedy of his life.
Critics say he kept silent, doing little to stop the Nazi regime and systematically killing Jews and many others across Europe during that time. A new documentary called Man of Peace, Pope of War, made by a secular TV channel, brings to light new evidence that would say otherwise, that he worked in secret so as not to worsen the persecutions.
I am convinced that Pius XII did whatever he could. I am also convinced, and I can prove this and have lived through that period, I'm a contemporary after all, that certainly any public protest would have been counterproductive. And I've seen it in Holland when the Archbishop of Utrecht, the only Archbishop of Holland, made a public protest. I listened to his speech and my reaction was immediately twofold. I said, well, I was very courageous that a Catholic Archbishop takes it up for the Jews, fine, excellently, chapeau. But on the other hand, what is going to come of it? And as a matter of fact, first of all, the deportation of the Jews was not stopped. On the contrary, it was accelerated.
The historian is convinced that the public image of Pius XII will finally return to reflecting reality.
The public opinion has been violently manipulated by people like Rolf Hochhuth, Cornwell and other people like that, not always with, frankly, quite honest intention, I think. It's propaganda, etc., sensationalism. And unfortunately, this has been spread and has created a public opinion. And once the public opinion is in existence, it is very difficult to change it. But we are doing that. The changes are on the way. I have frequent contact with the directors of the Sorbonne, the University of Paris, and I have many contacts in North America, and things are changing. Even Yad Vashem, the Jewish organization, is changing and beginning to change.
The documentary does its part by presenting the facts about this pontiff.
Quello che noi cerchiamo di fare appunto è lavorare.
What we have tried to do is exactly that. We have based the film on primary sources and on data that is present to us that we want to expound for the public. We do not depart from a preconceived thesis, but tell the story of the life of this man using the material from the Vatican archives, our television station archives, as well as the archive Luce. That is all the material that we have used.
Based on comprehensive research of his life, actions, and writings, in 2009, Benedict XVI declared him to have exhibited heroic virtue in his life. It's a big first step in the process of being recognized as a saint, and another on the long road to clearing Pius XII's name.